the run. This is J.K. Dobbins. And he'll get this to the 32.
Well, you don't turn your nose up at a gain of 4, do you? They'll take that on first down. Playbook's got to be pretty well open on 2nd and 6.
From the 32-yard line now, here's 2nd and 6.
Hold on, set. Ready. Go.
Now it's Nix. Man open, he's got it complete to Cortland Sutton. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Bronco first down.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Hold on, set. Get in here. Set. Ready.
Nix to the air. Oh, he tried to fit it in on the slant, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Harrison Smith. And they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line. That right there is the inauspicious start that they were hoping to avoid, the turnover on the first possession.
I love how you use those college-bound words like that, inauspicious. Well done. I really appreciate that. But here's the thing for me. I'm just wondering if their game plan is incorrect. You know, I think they felt like they could come in and throw it around pretty well. That interception early, they may rethink how they go about attacking.
4 yards on the pickup.
2nd down, another shot for Jones. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38.
A gain of 3 yards. And the Vikings first down.
McCarthy off the play fake. And this nearly an interception right off the bat. An early crisis averted as that winds up incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes. But the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Here's McCarthy. Out of the backfield, this is Aaron Jones. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. 13 yards as the Vikings pick up the first down.
A gain of 13 yards. First down, Vikings.
Here we go, set.
To the air with McCarthy. Throw to the right, hauled in by Addison. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22.
And I think this is a route we'll see more of as this game goes on because with his speed, they want to get him the ball in space on drag routes just like this. They want him to get the ball and run after the catch. Good job there, though, holding him for a short gain.
From the 22 now, here's 2nd down and 7. An inside give to Jones. And a couple of yards as they move it from the 21 to the 19. This will be the 8th play of the drive here. 3rd and 4. They'll go again to Jones. And he will have a Vikings first down by about a yard. It's a gain of 5 on 3rd and 4. If you make the stop there, maybe you hold him to 3 on this opening drive. They didn't get the stop.
Yeah, new set of downs now. Now you're worried about, just as you pointed out, not just giving up 3, possibly giving up 6. Let's see what they decide to do here because they've got to change up what they have been doing. It hasn't been working.
And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. No score after 1 on EA Sports. The Vikings with the football here to begin the second quarter, as they've got a 2nd and 8 forthcoming. Looking to throw McCarthy. Out route, he finds his man. It's Jones. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Aaron Jones, an 11-yard touchdown. And the Vikings post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this second quarter. Kevin O'Connell choosing to leave his guys out there. They'll go for 2. McCarthy going to look to throw for it. It's caught. And it's 8-0. And the formula there on the 2-point try, they go 5 wide. Not even the option to hand the ball off. They got it.
They tried to create space, and there isn't a whole lot of it there. For the defense, what you're trying to do is make sure that if they're going to catch the ball, make them catch it behind you because they run out of space with the back line. But in this case, the offense figured it out.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
To throw is Nix. The Vikings after it, and they get there for the sack. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. Here is 3rd and 5.
Hold on, set. Ready.
Nix from the shotgun. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked off by Eric Wilson. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Now, the offense, they had really not been able to mount anything yet on that drive, and the defense made sure they couldn't mount anything. The interception and the return adding 6 to the scoreboard.
And that's no small return for a linebacker partner. He took matters into his own hands and his legs on that pick. And once he had it, I don't think anyone on the field could have stopped him.
They'll try and throw for it. Complete at the 1. And he is in to make it 16-0. I think we're sensing a trend here. 2 first-half touchdowns. After going for 2 after the first score, CD, I thought maybe they would kick the PAT here. No, they get 2 more.
No, they decided to really press the advantage because, remember, getting the 2 after the first score, you've already got the other team back on their heels if they're going to mount a comeback. But to go up 2 scores and 2 two-point conversions, you've really got them thinking on the other sideline.
Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And it'll end here as he goes out of bounds, but a heck of a return all the way inside the opposite 40. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. A give up the middle to Dobbins. And an excellent job of finding the opening as he's got this now all the way down to the 22. 17 yards for the Broncos there as they've got themselves a first down.
1st and 10 at the 22-yard line.
They'll go again with Dobbins. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. To throw, here's Nix. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. You start to feel sorry now for the young man throwing the football. This is really turning into a disaster.
Listen, it's baptism. Right? This is almost a rite of passage. This young in the league, go back and find a Hall of Fame quarterback and check their records for their first 2 years, especially if they started the bulk of the games. I bet you'll find double-digit interceptions on just about every one of them. They have to learn as they go along.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession, but I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit. If they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball. And he's only hit on 2 of his first 6 passes. Time for a quick quarterback regroup here with a big 3rd down coming up.
They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion.
Ready.
Here's Nix. That's complete to his running back, J.K. Dobbins. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short.
A short gain that doesn't get him the 1st down brings up a 4th down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it. He'll send this one into the mile-high air, and it's a good one. Yeah, he was looking for the check-up bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And with a 3-score lead already, this is not time for a momentum change, so I'd imagine they'd be happy to just take this into the locker room. Open man is Jalen Naylor. And he gets this one just shy of the 40 to mark him down at the 39. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. From up near the 40 now after the big play to start, here's another 1st and 10. On play action, McCarthy. Caught on the right side by Jones. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. 2nd down and a yard. McCarthy, he'll set to throw it. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, we've seen him catch a few passes out of the backfield in the first half, unable to connect on that one.
Certainly seems like getting him the ball out of the passing game, though, is part of their game plan.